In the last class, we looked at, or the last lecture of the class, last lecture, we looked at RREF of a matrix and how we can use it to get the inverse of a matrix and some implications there. Fine. Let's proceed with those ideas. So some more results. So now the next is what is called the definition of rank of a matrix definition. So A is an any m cross n matrix over complex numbers, integers complex numbers. Then rank of A is equal to number of pivots in the RREF of A. That's very important. That is the number of pivots in the RREF of A. All right. So recall that the first thing that I would like you to understand things is, or first let's look at examples and then look at things. Examples. One, that A is 1, 2, 2, 4. Then RREF of A is 1, 2, 0, 0. Fine. Implies the rank of A is 1. Fine. Another example is 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6. Then RREF of A, compute it yourself and see that it should be 1, 2, 3. They cancel out 0, 0, 0. So again, this implies that rank of A is 1 itself. Fine. Third example. A is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0 and 2, 3, 0. Fine. So then I would like you to check that RREF of A is nothing but 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. And this implies rank of A is 2. Fine. Fourth, if A is identity matrix, implies rank of A is n. Fifth, if A is a diagonal matrix, D1, D2, Dn, then rank of A is equal to number of DIs which are non-zero. All right. So the ones which are non-zero, that's the rank, right? Sixth, A is 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So try that out yourself. You see what is happening as such. So rank of A is 2 here. All right. So think about it, why it is so. Fine. So try that out. Compute it yourself. Compute it yourself. Compute yourself. Fine. Another example to do something more. A is 1, 2, 2, 4. Take B as -2, -2, 1, and 1. Then I would like you to see that this implies that A times B is 0, 0, 0, 0. But B times A is -6, -12, 3, and 6. So this implies rank of AB is 0, whereas rank of BA is 1. All right. Just verify it. This is what it is. So important thing to observe here is important that rank of A is 1 and which is also equal to rank of B. Right? So we are not reducing, fine. And also these are the examples where we have shown that, so rank of A is equal to rank of B here, and they are not two, all right. B, rank of A equal to rank of B, and dimension or A and A comma B belongs to M2, space clear, M2 of C, all right. So it is a 2 cross 2 matrix, but the rank is 1, and therefore I have got some issues here coming into play, fine. So as a remark from these understandings is that, so I've got A and B, which belongs to M cross N of C, fine, any of this. Then the first thing is that if A and B are row equivalent, if A and B are row equivalent, then the rank of A is same as rank of B. Why? Because if they are row equivalent, their RREF will be the same, and hence the number of pivots will be the same, fine. So as an implication, this implies that if B is equal to P times A for some invertible matrix P, then rank of B is same as a rank of A. That is, whenever I multiply on the left here, it turns out for the right also, but whenever I multiply on the left, the rank does not change, all right. And multiplying on the left by invertible matrix, all right, that's important. I missed that part in the first part. So whenever I multiply a matrix on matrix A on the left by an invertible matrix, the rank does not change, and it will change or may not change depending on what we have, all right. So here P is an invertible matrix, very, very important. P is invertible, fine. If B is equal to C times A, where C is not invertible, then the rank of B will be less than or equal to the rank of A. I cannot guarantee that it will be equal or it will be less, all right. As you saw here, that A has rank 1, rank B has rank 1. If I multiply it, the rank of B remains same, all right. So rank of A, rank of B, rank of BA is all 1, fine. And where AB, the rank becomes 0, so here it has reduced, all right. So all the things can happen, fine. Second part, the rank of A, we wrote it as number of pivots in RREF of A. But note that when I compute RREF and the row equivalent form, all right, the number of pivots do not change, all right. Number of pivots in REF of A, all right. So because I just want to know the number of pivots, fine. I could not have defined the rank in terms of number of pivots unless I prove that all of us get the same matrix. All right. So therefore, we have to go to RREF of A. There we know that the RREF of a matrix is unique. So the number of pivots will be the same for all of us. And therefore, the number of pivots that come from REF also will be the same, fine, for all of us. And therefore, we have this result with us. That you don't have to compute RREF to get the rank. You just have to stop at REF itself, fine. Third part. Now the number of pivots cannot exceed the number of columns, and it also cannot exceed the number of rows. So the rank of A has to be less than or equal to minimum of M and N. All right, so you have to keep track of this. This is very important, that it cannot exceed certain things. Now, important thing, even though I have used the word rank here, I am computing the RREF. All right, so important thing that I am computing RREF to get the rank. And RREF is computed using the row operations. Now, what happens if I start with the matrix A? I apply column operations, that is, I multiply by elementary matrices on the right. Fine. So it turns out that if I apply matrices on the right, elementary matrices on the right, I can still get it in certain form. which will be similar to the idea of RREF itself. And therefore, I can talk of rank of a matrix from that point of view also. Fine. So one is from multiplying on the left, the another is multiplying on the right. I can try to get two definitions of rank. It turns out that you will get the same number of pivots. Is that okay? And therefore, the rank is a meaningful object. We'll prove these things afterwards. But at this stage, we are just using the idea of rank and relating it with the row operation, not with column operations. All right. But we have this theorem, which is very, very important theorem. And we'll look at some a small implication of this now in this lecture itself. So let A belong to M cross N of C. If rank of A is R, then there exists invertible matrices P and Q such that PAQ is IR00. All right, fine. I'll not prove it here. Look at my notes for the proof. But what I want you to see here is that I'm multiplying P on the left to get IR in some sense, because there are R pivots, so there IR is sitting inside that. And I have to multiply by Q on the right to arrange them in a proper form and remove the extras non-zero elements. Is that okay? So this is what we do. So let's try to look at the example. One example to proceed. Or let's say example. What exactly I am doing? Example. So I take this matrix A as 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 5, 4, and 4, 1, 7. I take this. I would like you to say that, verify that RREF of A is of the following form: 1, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So you can see that there are how many pivots? There are 3 pivots. Pivot 1, pivot 2, pivot 3. There are 3 pivots. So the rank of A is 3. So I have got somehow identity coming into play. All right. So if I want to relate this idea, then I need to find PAQ to look as I3 and 0. This is what I want. Fine. Because there's nothing in the below, there are only 3 rows. Is that okay? So computing RREF itself implies that I have got P times A, which is this. Fine. So I know P times A is 1, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. I know this. All right. So let's apply some transformations here. So first I apply the transformation, the first column. So it is a 3 cross 4 matrix. I have to multiply by a 4 cross 4 matrix on the right. All right. So I'm not going to do anything to the first column. I leave it as it is. Second column, I need to make it to the third one. So let's interchange these two. Interchanging these two means interchanging the corresponding identity matrix. So if I apply this to P times A, what exactly do I get? Let's see it. So PA times this one will give me 1, 0, 0, no problem. 0, 0, 1, 0 means 0 times the first column, 0 times the second column, 1 times the third column. So I get 0, 1, 0. Now it will become 2, 0, 0. And the fourth will remain as it is. So I'll get this part. Fine. Similarly, I can again to this matrix, I'll multiply now. The first column, I will leave it as it is. Second column, I'll again leave it as it is. Third and fourth column need to interchange. So I'll write the fourth column here and the third column here. So if I multiply this, this is my Q1, this is my Q2. If I multiply this, so if I look at PA, Q1, Q2, I'll get it as, just multiply it out. This is PA, Q1. Multiply Q2 to it, you will get 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. The next will come at 0, 0, 1. You get 2, 0, 0. So you are able to get at least identity in the first 3 columns. Fine. Now you again have to multiply. So I can look at PA, Q1, Q2, Q3. And I need to define Q3, which will become I3, 0. So define Q3 is equal to I'm not doing anything to the first column, nothing to the second column, nothing to the third column, and the fourth column has to be replaced. So 200 minus 2 times 100. This is what I'm going to do. All right, to get 000 here. Is that okay? So this will give me 0 here. So this is nothing but 200 is the fourth column. So fourth column, I'm not doing anything, but minus 2 times the second column, minus 2 times the second column, the first column. So I have to multiply by this. Is that okay? So you just have to understand these calculations to get your results. All right. So what I'm saying here is that I have got three matrices Q1, Q2, Q3. Q1 is here, Q2 is here, Q3 is here. Fine. So what we have got is that PAQ is I3 is 0, where Q is Q1, Q2, Q3, elementary matrices, and hence it is invertible and so on. Fine. So you have got that part. It's very important. You need to understand it. Fine. As an implication of this, as a corollary or whatever you want to say, let's look at. So I'm writing PAQ as IR000. Fine. From here, I want you to see that. So this implies that A is equal to P inverse IR000 Q inverse. Fine. I can just do this. This is important. Now, I want you to slightly look at better here. So this is an R cross R matrix. The size is of this matrix is M cross N. So what is the size of this matrix? The size of this matrix will be M minus R cross R. And accordingly, the size of this, you can look at what it is. It will be N minus R and R cross N minus R. Fine. So just compute, because the total size is this. IR is R cross R, so you can get this part. So you can also write A as some B1, B2, IR000, C1, C2. So what I'm saying is that I'm writing P inverse. P inverse is a big matrix, which is M cross M. I'm just breaking up into two parts, B1 here and B2 here. Similarly, Q inverse is a matrix which is N cross N. So I'm breaking up here like C1 here and C2 here. That's all I'm doing. All right. I'm just breaking up so that matrix multiplication makes sense. So matrix multiplication makes sense, means this is of size IR R cross R. So I need this to be of size R here. So it is M cross R, and here it will be M minus R, so that it makes sense. B1, if you just look at here, so I would like you to see that this is just multiply it out. You'll get B1 here, 0 here, C1 here, C2 here, which will give me B1, C1. B1 is of size M cross R, C1 is of size R cross N, and therefore this total is M cross N matrix. Fine. So this is important. IR is here, so R and N minus R. So this will be R here and this will be N minus R here, as you wrote here. Fine. So just look at matrix multiplication and get it. So what we are saying is that if A has rank R, then A can be written as a product of two matrices, each of rank R. This is very, very important. All right. So let's take an example to understand what do I mean by say. So as an implication example, let A belong to Mn of C with rank of A is equal to 1. Then A has to look like M cross 1 and 1 cross M. Fine. So it is just product of two vectors, X and Y transpose, where X and Y are non-zero matrices. This is very important. Even though the M cross N matrix looks big, all right, it is of size M cross N. What we are saying is that I can write it as product of only two vectors, x and y. Fine. So for example, if I want that a squared is a, if I want to find a matrix example a such that a squared is a, I just have to look at a square, which is same as, so I should have written here like this, I think. XY transpose is A. Again, XY transpose is A. It is nothing but by associativity x times y transpose x of y transpose. And now this is a scalar quantity y transpose x can come out a scalar quantity times xy transpose, which is same as y transpose x times A. All right. So depending on the condition here, you want, in this example, you want y transpose x to be 1. So you can choose it in such a way that you can get it as 1. Fine. In general, you can put whatever condition you want and keep getting your vectors, because you want to create examples to understand the subject. So you should be able to get all of them. Fine. As many as you want. So this is one example. Another example is, suppose the rank of A is 2. The rank of A is 2. Then what happens? Then I would like you to see that A will be equal to some xy transpose plus uv transpose, two matrices. So basically it is going to look like, just look at that way itself, x and u here, and y transpose and v transpose. So the transpose and things have come basically because of the idea that all our vectors are column vectors. So this will be size m cross 1. This is also of m cross 1. Fine. What will happen to y? So y transpose is 1 cross something. I want an m cross n matrix. So it has to be 1 cross n. This will also be 1 cross n. Fine. So matrix multiplication makes sense, and we'll get this. We will need that. Since I want it to be rank 2, some more condition is required. That is the rank of xy, this rank of this matrix is 2, rank of this matrix is 2. I'll need that. All right. So we'll understand them better when you come to vector space, linear independence, dependence. But this is all we have for this lecture. All right. Thank you. Try to understand this through some examples.